4-7 senior. As Jeremy said, the regional runner-up. Ranked number 3 in the state by on-the-mat rankings, and Tim Yount. In this first round, he takes on Tyler Thalhammer from Palmer Ridge, ranked number 6 in the state. So a pretty tough matchup for the first round of the state tournament for Jacob Gerken.
So Mr. Yount and the seating committee don't necessarily agree on this one, huh? But I can tell you that Jace Lopez, a very solid wrestler from Roosevelt, and Gerken gave him a quality match, but that's one that 9 times out of 10, Jace Lopez is going to win that match. But we are underway, though, and an important match for Jacob Gerken. They're just about to get underway. Number 8 seed versus number 9 seed. And rankings 3 and 6.
3 and 6. Jacob Gerken ranked right behind Jace Lopez of Roosevelt. He's ranked number 2, and Ryan Davies from Cortez ranked number 1.
Well, here's Gerken immediately in, reaching for the single leg, and now up to the head, and looks like he's trying to work a bow and arrow cradle, but normally when you do that, you put your forehead in the kidney, but he was clear up on the spine, not quite making it work right, but he'll get his 2 points. First points of the match go to Jacob Gerken. They work near the edge of the mat. Gerken up around the head, trying to walk over the top, and he's got a double arm bar, but they're near the edge of the mat, and the official's going to call him out of bounds.
Jacob Gerken working hard in this first minute of this period.
Couldn't quite get it held on tight enough to earn some back points out of it. Two seniors out on the mat. We are down to a minute to go here in the first period of this opening round match. 16 wrestlers in each weight class.
Jacob Gerken with a scissor circle on the ankle there, looking for wrist control underneath. Thalhammer brings his head up by his knee. I'm surprised Gerken didn't reach around and put him in a cradle there. Thalhammer tries to stand up. Gerken drops down to a single leg, reaches for an arm, and pulls Thalhammer back down to the mat.
Down to just over 20 seconds to go here in the first period.
Jacob Gerken now with a grapevine right in, trying to pull in that arm. Thalhammer pulls his leg loose, tries to stand up. Jacob Gerken drops down to a double leg. Referee's going to say that he locked his hands. Going to give a point to Thalhammer right at the end of this first period. 1 second left. And
that's a tough call because Thalhammer had turned back into him, and Gerken holding on, driving through as if he were on a double leg takedown. So of course he's wrapped around the body, but then as they fall back towards the mat and Thalhammer spins around or turns around to break his fall, then guess it would be locked hands. It's a tough call, but a penalty point against Gerken.
Second period, wrestlers start on their feet. Couldn't tell whose choice that was. Tied up forehead to forehead. A single leg shot by Thalhammer. Jacob Gerken has the arm under there. And they'll go out of bounds. Minute 30 left in the second period. Wrestlers in a neutral position.
Seems pretty quiet here in Pepsi Center. Not a lot of 10 matches going, but not a lot of yelling going on right now.
Jacob Gerken got in on a double leg, and Thalhammer tried to throw him with a headlock. Gerken was able to sag out of that, come back up to his feet. Gerken back in on a single leg. Thalhammer with a front headlock, and Gerken with a little duck under, spins behind, gets the 2-point takedown. He's up 4-1 now in the second period with 50 seconds left. Right on the edge of the mat again. And the referee's going to call him out of bounds. I'll go back to the center.
And a nice job by Gerken to finish out that move. He was kind of in the duck under, and then that one-arm headlock holding him back, but he had the strength to finish out the move and get his 2 points right on the edge of the mat.
Jacob Gerken gets wrist control, throws a leg in. Can't tell if he has that leg in or not. I don't think so. Gerken with a wrist and an arm bar. He's out to the side, walking ahead. Thalhammer comes up to his knees, just kind of spirals out of it. Gerken tries to throw a leg in again. Gerken still has that arm bar. Now Gerken throws in a wrist with that, or a leg with that arm bar, and a half from the other side. And we're going to run out of time here in the second period. And Gerken will be leading the match 4-1. He'll take the down position to start the third period.
Well, Gerken's done a nice job of seizing the opportunities. Had the takedown, had 2 opportunities for a takedown, and was able to get those takedowns, build that lead, stayed aggressive while riding. And now nurses a 4-1 lead, working from the bottom to start out the third period.
Thalhammer now out on Gerken's head with a wrist and a underhook, I think. I can't tell. He's right in the way. But running around Gerken's head, trying to get Gerken turned. Jacob doing a good job of staying out of that. Jacob grabs Thalhammer's arm, tries to pull it over the top. A little sit out by Gerken. That doesn't work, so he comes back to his base.
3-point lead for Gerken, and he is not stalling. Continues to work from the bottom.
Gerken now comes up to his knee, just about. Gerken's going to get, just as you said that, Gerken gets caution for stalling.
Shouldn't have said that, because he really had been aggressive. In fact, he had just attempted a sit out just a couple of seconds before that stalling call, but I guess when you're on the bottom, it's almost an obligatory stall call. Warning.
And now we're going to get a stalling call on Thalhammer.
All right.
Quick stand up on the whistle by Gerken. He gets the escape. He'll go up 5-1 with 30 seconds left in this match. Got a 4-point lead. Wrestlers on their feet. They go out of bounds with 29 seconds left in this final period.
Now Gerken's starting to back up, and that's not good. He had taken a few shots a moment ago, but continues to circle backwards.
Gerken with a little feint shot to kind of show the ref that he still knows how. And now he's caught underneath with a front headlock. Thalhammer trying to grab an ankle and get around the corner there. And Gerken's going to block it, and he's going to win this match 5-1. So the Fort Morgan Mustangs 2-0 so far, as Jacob Gerken wins his first round match over Tyler Thalhammer of Palmer Ridge 5-1.
With